Good morning, Vietnam! Holy motherfucking Toledo! This is such a crazy freaking day. We saw $33 here in the pre-market, and this is not freaking done yet, guys. Holy man, what is up, everybody? Welcome to Trades, where we freaking talk fast and don't skip class, baby. I like to preface by saying I'm not a financial advisor nor expert, obviously, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Let's get into the video. So today, my friends, my family, my fellow Gorilla Gang, I'm going to leave you with two messages, right? I can go over technical analysis all that I want. I can talk about the charts. I can talk about what they're doing, but ultimately, this is freaking game time, right? We're in the midst. We're in the midst. This is the beginning of the end. This is the squeeze coming to fruition. It is, the ball's rolling. It's as simple as it gets, right? So we can talk about the charts. We can talk about the best time to buy. We can talk about the best time to sell. We can talk about what we think this is going to do. But ultimately, I want to leave you with two messages. And it's the most important thing that I think I can leave you with right now regarding what the heck is going on with AMC stock and what you can do as an individual person, right? So I want to talk about this first. I want to talk about what it really means to buy and hold, especially right now, right? Now let's think about this for a second. If you were to sell stock in the last 6 months, right? If you were to have bought right here and you sold it, you bought at 650, you sold at 5, right? You bought again at freaking 1097, you sold at 7, right? You bought or sold anytime in this period of time. I understand, whatever, right? It makes sense. You do what you want. Actually, I take that back. It doesn't make sense, but you do what you want to do, right? It didn't affect the squeeze. We're still here at the end of the day, right? But this is where it's really freaking game day. Now, what do I mean? What does it mean to buy and hold? Buying and holding is the entire preface and understanding of essentially what is happening with AMC stock and what is going to make this go as high as the apes talk about, right? Now, why is this? So, hypothetically speaking, shorts have to cover positions. We know that there are, actual reported shares for short interest. There's naked shorts, and there's failure to delivers or synthetic stock that's circulating on the market, right? And for them to have to buy it back at the highest price possible is going to depend on one simple factor. It's going to depend on every single freaking ape out there buying if they can and holding as long as they simply freaking can. And I really do truly mean that. This is like, think about this for a second. Last 6 months, if you had sold at any point in time, you could have bought in here. You could have bought it at any point you wanted and got back in and rode this train up to where we're sitting right now. But now is an entirely different story, right? If you kill momentum on this stock now, it sizzles, I think a couple things will happen, right? First off, you're going to have the main apes, the real main squeeze that's staying in this, right? The people who are loyal to AMC stock are going to wait until they get exactly what they're looking for out of the stock, right? But there are going to be people that you lose, and that is going to either A, kill the momentum and really wind back the time clock a lot, or B, it may never freaking, who knows what'll happen, right? We want to do as much damage to these hedge funds and shorters as we possibly can, my friends. And buying and holding is this freaking simple, right? Shorts have to buy back at whatever price you freaking decide, right? That's the whole preface behind this entire freaking statement. I want to leave you with this, right? I'm a story guy. I love stories. I love hearing stories. I love telling stories. I hodl for you, for the mom out there who said that, she wants to take care of her kids and send them to college, right? I want to hodl for the guy who's got medical bills that he can't afford to pay. I want to hodl for the guy that wants to buy his mom a house. I want to hodl for the 16-year-old girl that said, hey, I don't have much, but I put my entire, a salary and allowance that I've got into AMC stock right now. I'm hodling for you. It's so easy to give up on yourself as an individual person, but incredibly difficult to give up on a group of people. It really is. You're going to give up on yourself way quicker than you are if you have someone to fight for. And I'm fighting for you guys. That's why I talked about AMC stock for the last 5 freaking months. I'm holding for you. It's as simple as that gets, which leads me to my second point, your why, right? Now, I went over this in one of my live streams, and today is a day for me, man. It really is. I've got two things going on. I've got my heart MRI, which is happening today, and it's also the 5-year anniversary of my pops passing away. He passed away 5 years ago today. And this man is my why. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story. I went over this in a live stream not too long ago. It would have been yesterday, 2 days ago, something like that. I talked about the why you're invested in the stock, what is going to keep you up, grounded, and held true to your convictions on those hardest days, the dips, the rips, right? Everything in between. For me, it's my old man. So when I was in high school, I was a pretty decent runner. I wanted to qualify for the Olympic trials in the marathon. That was my life goal. That's all I wanted to do with the remainder of my years on planet Earth, right? And there was one race that I ran. It was a mile. I didn't perform very well. I didn't run the way that I wanted to. I think I ended up running like just a hair over 5 minutes. I wanted to break 5 minutes in the mile. That was my goal. And I remember going to my old man, my pops, and I said, man, like, I just don't know if I'm cut for this sort of thing, you know? Like, it feels like no matter how much work I do, I can't get where I want to go. And he told me one thing, and it was simple, and I'll never forget it. He said, son, someday you're going to break 4 minutes in the mile. And I never ended up doing it. But that's not what I got from that message. It was that I can borrow confidence from people, right? I can borrow confidence from the people who believe in me, even when I don't believe in myself, right? So your why, where am I going with this? You need to remember your why, you know? On the hardest days I've ever had with AMC stock, guys, I just remember my old man. I really do. I think about what he would say, the advice he would give if I was here, about staying true to my convictions, staying true to the research done by hundreds of thousands and millions of freaking apes out there on planet Earth. And I say planet Earth because there are apes everywhere on the planet right now. I would think about that because this is as simple as it gets. The price on AMC is psychological as long as you stay true to your convictions and DD, and we as the apes do exactly what we need to do. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. I think about my old man every single time there's a hard red day. Every single time there's psychological warfare. Every single time that I'm doubting myself, I remember my why. And for me, it's that I want to make my fucking old man proud. It's as simple as it gets. So if you are ever having doubt, if you're ever having a falter in conviction, right? Find a why. Find that one person on planet Earth that you feel like you can pull some confidence from, that you can borrow some confidence from, that you think believes in you enough, and what you can do in your ability and your talents and your research and your due diligence to pull that confidence and hodl on. Right? Now, don't get me wrong. There's a difference between hodling when you shouldn't and hodling when we see the true end goal here. And there's still momentum and plenty of leeway to run on AMC stock as it sits right now. There just is, right? Remember your why. For me, it's my old man. For you, it's going to be something else. All that I ask is that you have one, right? This is a short video. I think today is going to be an absolutely beautiful freaking day. I'm not going to be able to live stream, obviously. Like I said, I've got my heart MRI today. I'm going to be going to a pretty decent long appointment, and I'm actually going to visit my old man's grave after this is all said and done, but today should be beautiful. You guys should all be freaking jacked. Genuinely, I genuinely mean this when I say it. Pat yourselves on the freaking back. We're not there yet, but each individual step closer and closer to the end goal is getting us where we want to go. I stand by my May and June prediction for the squeeze. I think we are weeks away from the end state, my friends. It's been a freaking journey. That's what I've got for this video. Catch y'all in the next one. Much love and peace.